Good morning, everyone. As you know, last week what we did was we did work on nature of roots, right? And we were able to figure out what kind of nature of roots, how can we find the nature of root. So basically, if discriminant, we talked about discriminant, if the value of discriminant that we denote by D is greater than 0, then I have real and distinct roots. Real and distinct root means you guys all know that one answer can be 3, the other answer can be 5. If one answer is 3 upon 8, the other answer can be minus 8 upon 5. Anything, they can be different in numbers. But if d is equals to 0, let's say d is equals to 0, then the root जो आंसर आएंगे मेरे it's going to be real and equal. Real and equal means if my one answer is coming, let's say root 5 to root 5, the other answer is also going to be root 5. So both the answers are going to be same. So you guys did understood कि discriminant अगर मेरा 0 से बड़ा होता है तो real and distinct roots आएगा, and अगर d is equals to 0 तो real and equal. Okay? And if your answer is coming, let's say d is less than 0, then my answer roots, real roots does not exist. Does not exist. Real root does not exist at all. So you just need to keep these things in mind as we move on in some more questions ahead. So let's have a look at some of the questions. Question number 6, second part we'll be looking at. But when we are looking at question number 6, second part, you need to realize what does the question say. You need to go through the question and see. So the question says something like this: if the roots are equal and real. So they have given, I don't have to strive and work on to find what kind of roots are there, what is the nature of the root. The nature of the root is already given in the question if you read the question. So what is the nature of the root? The nature of the root is given real and equal. You all know when the nature of the root is given real and equal, what you guys do? You usually put d equals to 0, right? But before that, let's figure out what is a, b, and c. A is equals to 1, b is equals to what? 2 n minus 1, and c is equals to n plus 5. Is that okay? Now, if d is equals to 0, I know what is the value of d. B square minus 4ac, right? Equals to 0. I'll be putting the value now. What is b? B is 2 bracket m minus 1 whole square. Okay, minus 4 into 1 into c, that is n plus 5, equals to 0. Why did I keep it equals to 0? Because they have given in the question the roots are real and equal. Whenever the roots are real and equal, I keep d equals to 0. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so now let's start solving this. If I square this, it's going to become 4. And if I square this bracket, a formula will be applied over here. M square, a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 4 is going to get multiplied 4m minus 20 equals to 0. Okay, now if I multiply 4, it's going to be 4m square plus 4 minus 8m minus 4m minus 20. Now there are some like terms that I can solve. Like terms are like this and this one and this one. So I'll be solving them. 4m square, and this is going to become minus 12m, and then minus 16 equals to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation for you. You know how to solve a quadratic equation. You have to split the middle term. How can I first I can take out common. What is common? 4 is common. So I'll take out 4 out. So what is left? M square minus 3m minus 4 equals to 0. And 4 goes on that side, divide, it becomes 0. So I'm going to solve it over here now. So m square minus 3m minus 4 equals to 0. So I can think of a number. The numbers are minus 4m plus m. minus 4 equals to 0. And now I can pair them up. So what is common? M is common. M minus 4 is left over here. Plus 1 यहाँ से common आ जाएगा. And M minus 4. So what's common in both the bracket? I think the common thing in both the bracket is M minus 4. Can you see? If M minus 4 is common, I'll take it outside, M minus 4. And what's left? M plus 1 equals to 0. Is that okay? Now what I'll be doing? I'll be keeping 1 by 1 M equals to 4. And the other one is M equals to minus 1. And I have to find the value of M. So what's my value of M? M is equals to 4. And the other value of M is M equals to minus 1. So that's how you do this type of questions. Okay? And this is the similar type of question. In this, they also have given these are real and equal roots. So in the earlier questions, they didn't give you had to find whether they are real or equal roots. But now they started giving this is real and equal root. You don't have to work for that. It's already given. So when it's already given, what's d you gonna put? You'll get d equals to 0. Okay. Now I'll be keeping the value of a. I'll be figuring out the value of a. A की value is 2p plus 1. What is the value of b? B is minus 7p plus 2. And what is c? C is going to be 7p minus 3. Okay, so I got all three values. And don't be scared of the values when they are very, very big. Okay, don't be scared. So I'll just put b equals to 0 tha. So b square minus 4ac equals to 0. I'll keep. Now I'll put the value of b. What is b? Minus 7p plus 2 whole square minus 4 into a, that is 2p plus 1 into 7p minus 3 equals to 0. Is that okay? Now squaring होगा, minus का भी square होगा तो plus आ जाएगा, इस bracket का square होगा तो कितना आ जाएगा? 7 7 is 49 p square plus 4 7 to the 14, 14 to the 28, 28p plus 28p. Okay, so that's how I'll get my answer. Now what I'll do, I'll multiply both of this bracket. So I'll multiply somewhere else. I'll multiply in half. Okay, so if I multiply both of this bracket, I'll be getting 14p square, and this is going to be. So you all know how to multiply, right? If you don't know, I'm just going to help you guys. 2p will multiply by 7p minus 3, and plus 1 will multiply by 7p minus 3. So if I multiply them, 14p square minus 6p plus 7p minus 3. So if I see what are the like terms, 14p square, these are like terms, plus p minus 3. So I'm going to write it over here. Minus 4 multiplied by 14p square plus p minus 3 equals to 0. Okay, so I didn't want it to make this question a very big question, so that's why I did this. Now what's going to happen is, what do you think what's going to happen? I'm going to multiply the bracket. We always solve the bracket, right? So we'll be solving the bracket. 49p square plus 4 plus 28p. Now minus 4 into 14. How much is 4 into 14? 4 4 is 16, 52. Right? Sorry, 56. Is it okay? P square minus 4p plus 12 equals to 0. Now you might have noticed all the signs have been changed. Why? Because there was minus with 4. So all the signs changed. Now what I am going to do, I am going to figure out the like terms who are friends with whom. So 49p square minus 56p square. What's my value going to be? It's going to be 7p square. And minus sign because 56 is bigger. And then 28p and 4p. So it's going to be 24p. I hope you guys are getting it. 24p and then 4 and plus 12, that's going to be 16, right, equals to 0. So this is my quadratic equation that I got. Can you guys see? So you all know how to solve a quadratic equation, but before solving a quadratic equation, what I'll do, I'll bring out a negative sign. So अगर मैं negative sign बाहर लाता हूँ, all the signs are going to change. 7p square minus 24p minus 16 equals to 0, and minus is going to go over there and resolve by 0. Okay? So what's my equation that I have now? My equation that I have now is 7p square minus 24p minus 16 equals to 0. Now what we usually do, we multiply the first and the last number, so I'm getting 112. So multiply करके 112 आना चाहिए और plus minus करके 24 आना चाहिए. So I don't know which number it's going to go with. So what I'll do, I'll do 112 ka factorization in order to help myself to understand which two numbers are going to break this. So what I'll do, if I'm factorizing them, so it's going to be 2, 56, 2, 28. So if you guys see 2, 4 and 28, and 28 minus 4, 28 into 4 112 होता है पहली बार, इससे पता लग जाता है दो कैटेगरी में. और 28 minus 4 कितना होता है? 24 होता है. So what are the numbers that I got? 28 into 4 and 28 minus 4. ठीक है? So what I'll be using over here is 7p square minus 28p plus 4p minus 16 equals to 0. And then I can take out common and do the stuff that we usually do, and I'll get my answer. I hope you guys understood this, right? You guys can keep note it down and also solve the last part on your own, because that I think you guys will be able to do that. Okay, let's have a look at question number 11. Question number 9, 10, 11, all three questions are same. So that's why I'm doing only one question out of this, so that you guys can understand what can be done in this question. So let's go to the question and read the question. The question says, find the value of p for which the equation 3x square minus px plus 5 equals to 0 has real roots. You know what? I am confused. Why am I confused? It's only given real roots. रियल रूट तो दो कंडीशन में होता है, when d is greater than 0 and when d is equals to 0. इन दोनों में रियली रूट्स होते हैं. इसमें रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट, and in this real and equal roots. So what I'm going to do in this question, I have no idea, because they haven't given me they are real roots, but are they equal, or if they are real roots, are they distinct, different है क्या नहीं है. So I'm confused. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say कि let's just take both of them together. D is greater than and equals to 0. Isn't that interesting? Because they have written real roots, I'm going to take both of them, greater than and equals to together. So that's my job and that's your job. In question number 9, 10 and 11, all three questions, same thing you have to do, because they have only given you real roots. They haven't given you real है पर equal है, real है पर distinct है. Okay, so you have to use this formula. So we'll quickly have a look. So I'll be keeping d is greater than and equals to 0. And now I need to figure out what is a for me, what is b for me, and what is c for me. So for me, a is 3, b is p, minus p, sorry, and c is 5. Let's have a look now. Let's put this in this equation. P square minus 4ac is greater than and equals to 0. Alright. And then when I have this, I'll be putting the value of b. B is minus p whole square minus 4 into a, that is 3, into c, 5, is greater than or equals to 0. So it's going to be p square minus 60. And p square 60 minus 60 goes on that side and becomes plus 60. And now what's going to happen? P is going to be alone on this side and root हो जाएगा 60 का. And how can 60 come out? Come out of this? P 60 can come out as 2 root 15. Okay, so if you guys factorize this, you'll understand why did I write 2 2 15 60 is equals to 2 30 2 15 3 5 5 1 and ये तो बाहर निकल सकता है पर ये दोनों बाहर नहीं निकल सकते. So that's why I wrote 2 root 15. So this is my answer. P is greater than or equals to 2 root 15. Okay, and if you give them a negative sign, अगर negative minus a sign plus वो करते हो, it's going to be both of them can be your answer, especially when you have a square root going from one side to another side. Is that okay, everyone? I hope you guys understood how to do this type of questions. So question number 9, 10 and 11, all three questions are same. I hope you'll be able to do these questions now. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Take care of yourself.